serve, and congratulations on your nomination. Mr. Owens, my first question is for you. If you're confirmed, your office will clearly have significant role in leading the Department of Defense's PFAS cleanup efforts, and I know you've spoken about that to some of my colleagues and questions that they've addressed to you already. This is unfortunately a subject that Michiganders know all too well. We have communities all across our state, from Oscoda, which is the former home to Wurtsmith Air Force Base, to the K.I. Sawyer Air Force Base in Marquette, that have been grappling with PFAS contamination literally for decades. These folks are sick and tired of what they have seen as a slow response and basically some disrespect from the Department of Defense. So when it comes to dealing with what is a significant issue. So my question for you, sir, is if confirmed, will you ensure that the Department of Defense commits to pursuing remediation in these two sites in particular in Michigan and give it the type of attention that the folks there deserve and have been waiting far too long to get?
Senator, the health and well-being of our service members and the defense communities that support them is critical. If confirmed, I will commit to ensuring that we are addressing and budgeting for the appropriate resources that are necessary to do the remediation.
Well, if confirmed, I intend to invite you to come up to Michigan to see these sites firsthand and to talk to these individuals, and I'd hope you'd consider accepting that invitation if confirmed.
Yes, Senator.
Dr. Taylor Colley, an analysis conducted by friend Stefan Gaddy, a senior fellow at the International Institute for Strategic Studies, concluded that at the current rate the Ukrainian military is firing HIMARS rockets, they will exhaust in less than 2 months the 9,000 missiles that the United States currently produces annually. Simply put, I think it's clear the U.S. Defense Industrial Base needs to consider what was required to fully equip war in a modernized industrial war like we're seeing between Ukraine and Russia. And so my question for you is, if confirmed, how would you work within the Pentagon, with Congress, and with the industrial base partners to ensure that the U.S. military would remain well supplied in the event of a conventional conflict with a near-peer competitor, whether that be China or Russia or someone else? Clearly, our stockpiles need to be bigger, but our production rates need to be higher as well.
Thank you, Senator. First, I want to note that I believe our support to Ukraine has been invaluable in combating Russian aggression. The crisis has clearly laid bare some of the critical vulnerabilities in our supply chain. As I've noted before, some of these we've known for a while, and others are becoming more apparent. If confirmed, supply chain resilience would be an absolute priority for this role and for this office. And of course, working across the department enterprise will be key. So if confirmed, I would work closely with Undersecretary LaPlante and others in acquisition and sustainment, but also with the military departments and the Joint Chiefs planning to better understand the needs of the industrial base, and also working with the with industry partners to understand where the gaps are, where the critical needs are. As I've stated before, I think workforce is going to be a particular concern for the industrial base moving forward, and it's something that I think the department and of course the industrial base policy will need to work closely with industry to address. Very
good. Dr. Taylor Colley, another question for you here. The Senate just recently passed the CHIPS and Science Act to ensure that we are producing semiconductors essential for so many products here in America, including the auto industry. Particularly important that we pass that bill for an industry that is a major industry in the state of Michigan, but important for the whole country. Could you please speak to how vital it is for us to ensure that we have a supply of semiconductors that are manufactured here in the United States, and how that relates to national security in your mind?
Senator, I want to underline my support for the CHIPS Act, and appreciate the work of the Senate and moving that bill forward. Microelectronics are an important issue within the supply chain because they cut across areas, they cut across sectors. And I think like workforce, like some of these other issues that are cross-cutting, the Defense Department, along with industry and as partners, along with the rest of the interagency, needs to work together and understanding better how to, increase supply and make sure that these critical components are available and allow for our defense industrial base to be able to replenish and restock as necessary.
Great. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Peters. Senator Sullivan, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank our nominees today. Congratulations.